Hello, good morning, my name's Sam French. You join me here at freedomalcohol.wordpress.com, and you can get me on at freedomalcohol on Twitter. And I am recording this for the second time this morning because it crashed on the floor and came off the hands-free stand, which is slightly annoying. And I have just got myself a coffee, which I need to do less of, because it is slightly frustrating that I am getting very dehydrated with it. It's my worst habit now, having caffeine, which I need to cut out. But I have just witnessed a lady who is about 80, probably 84, 85. She's currently, as we drive out of this particular petrol station, loading like massive bags of compost into the boot of her car. And her attitude when I went into the petrol station was so positive. It took me away, and I told her that. I thought, I'm going to tell you this. I tell you what, if all the youngsters, and this is a huge sweeping statement, and I'm not saying all youngsters are the same, but I just happen to work with a lot of them, had that level of enthusiasm and positivity, we'll be getting a lot more done. Yes, that is separate from Freedom Alcohol, but quite amusing nonetheless. So I have been, this is just a ramble today, because I just wanted to talk about how I've been feeling in the last couple of weeks, and I've been feeling very flat, and you've probably got that from looking at the website where I've answered a couple of questions. How do you deal with negativity? How do you stay motivated, which I haven't published yet? How do you deal with negative people in your lives? That's because that's how I've been feeling myself. So I hope that they've helped you. But I also wanted to recognise that during the last couple of weeks I felt pretty flat, and I've identified, I think there's a couple of reasons for that. So one, to celebrate the fact that obviously I've been free from alcohol for 3 to 4 months, which is a really positive thing, but what it has meant is that now I'm exposed to the reality of my life without the fog of alcohol. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that I'm now in the position of having to deal with the ups and downs of my natural character. So, but it has meant that yes, I have been feeling flat over the last couple of weeks. So there's that, and I also think that I have been having some kind of virus or something. You probably already know, but I've got 2 youngsters. I tell you what, before I had my 2 little girls, one 5 and one and a bit, I was never ever sick or ill, but since having them, I seem to have picked up absolutely everything. So I think I've had a bit of a virus or something. It's not kind of sickness or anything, but I've had a kind of a background headache, and I've been feeling foggy in the morning like I've had a hangover, etc. for the last couple of weeks, and it's meant that I've gone to work, and by about lunchtime I'm absolutely shattered, and also in the mornings waking up I've just not been myself. So thankfully I was getting worried that I wasn't benefiting from being free from alcohol, and that I was always going to have being in this position of a horrible foggy head. So I feel a lot better today, so I'm grateful for that, and I hope that will continue. And it's interesting because I asked somebody the question, well, I made a statement at work that I'm generally positive, and there was a pause from the individual that I said that to, and I asked a little bit more around that, and I asked them to grade how often I was positive. Fortunately for me, and whether they were lying or not, I don't know, they did say that they give me kind of an 7 or 8 out of 10 for being positive on a daily basis. So I think I am generally a positive person, but it did just give me a check on myself that actually the reality is that also some of the time I'm flat as well. So, and I'm starting to recognise this now, and it's important to do that because I haven't been truly free from alcohol. I mean, I've done weeks here and days there or whatever as part of my drinking routine behaviour, but it's important to recognise that I haven't been free from alcohol properly for 5 years, and now I am in that position, and I'm grateful for it, but I am going to come across these challenges, and I wouldn't have it any different way, because this is the right thing to do, and I am moving forward and maximising my potential by being free from alcohol. So I'm grateful for that, and you should be too, depending on what stage you're at. Just make sure that you do give yourself credit for moving forward. The other thing is just around diet, and I'll talk more about diet in the 5-step program. But I've also made a conscious decision. I was joking about coffee just then and caffeine. I have been drinking far too much of it. In the last couple of days, I've also made a conscious decision to fill up my fridge with a load of water and make sure that when I'm getting up or going out, that I get at least a bottle of 500ml water down me before I do anything else. Because otherwise you're waking up thirsty and going straight for the tea or coffee or whatever before I've even started, and I don't think that that's helped. And the other thing is buying more fruit and getting more fruit into you. Two really obvious things, but I do think even in the short term, I've been doing it for a few days now, that has had a positive impact. So I'd encourage you to do that as well, and I'll talk more about diet and the 5-step plan going forward. I haven't got a lot more to say today, but thank you for listening. You can get me on Freedom Alcohol on Twitter as well, and there'll be more blogs to come, and I hope that as I feel more positive, I'll be able to develop the site. I'm really looking forward to getting out as well. We're going out to Spain, and my sister has a place out there, so we're very grateful for that, and I'm looking forward to that at the end of July, and I hope they'll come out with us as well, with my family. And as I said, I'm ready for a break. I have booked a week before that as well, but you need to keep your energy going, so don't be too hard on yourself. If you've been working on being free from alcohol and still going to work and maintaining a family or other situation like that, you need to give yourself some credit, and perhaps your body just need a break to slow down. So that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Check back soon.